Hello dear students, welcome to class 7 English literature class. This is chapter 2, A Tiger and the House, and this is the part 1 video of this chapter. Look at this picture here. What is wrong with this picture? Which animals and birds have been encaged here? Should we treat pets in this way? You have to discuss in your class that we should keep the animals and birds and pets in this way. Should one encage birds and animals for one's pleasure? Is it correct, dear students, that you have to talk to each other, you have to discuss with each other that is it good and fair that we are keeping our pets, we are keeping our animals and birds in cages? Now, before starting the chapter, we will talk here about Ruskin Bond, who is the writer of the book The Writer on the Hill, and he is also known as the Indian William Wordsworth. Dear students, he is a prolific and well-acclaimed Indian author of British descent who has made a remarkable contribution to children's literature. He was conferred the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1992, the Padma Shri in 1999, and the Padma Bhushan in 2014. Most of his works are greatly influenced by life in the foothills of the Himalayas, his own experiences and observations. Read this interesting story about the author's grandfather and his new pet, a tiger. Here in this story, we are going to learn a short story, a short experience of the author with a new member in his home. So let's start, dear students. Timothy. Here you can see Timothy the tiger cub was discovered by grandfather on a hunting expedition in the Terai jungle near Dehra. Grandfather was no shikari, but as he knew the forest of the Shivalik hills better than most people, he was persuaded to accompany the party. It consisted of several very important persons from Delhi to advise on the terrain and the direction the beaters should take once a tiger had been spotted. Dear students, now I am going to explain you the first para, that is, the author's grandfather has discovered a tiger cub on a hunting expedition in the Terai jungle near Dehradun. Dear students, expedition is a journey which is undertaken by a group of people with a particular purpose. That means when you are going on a journey with a particular purpose, that is expedition. So here, when grandfather went on a hunting expedition, he discovered a tiger cub. Here, in the second paragraph, we are talking about grandfather. He was not a hunter, he was not a shikari, but as he knew the forest of the Shivalik hills better than most people, because he was very well aware of about the forest of the Shivalik hills than most of the people, he was persuaded to accompany the party. That means he was requested by the people to do something advising for the people when they were going for hunting. It consisted of several very important persons from Delhi. That means in the party there were some very important people from Delhi to advise on the terrain and the direction on the beater should take once a tiger had been spotted. That means they have taken the author's grandfather to give advice about the territory, about the region and the direction of the beaters. Beaters means here the people, those who are employed to drive birds and animals out of their shelter, out of their bushes, out to in an open area so that they can shot them. Okay, now the third line here I am going to explain. The camp itself was sumptuous. Sumptuous means very beautiful, very large and beautiful. 7 large tents were there, one for each hunter, one for each shikari, and a dining tent was there. A number of servants' tents were there. The dinner was very good, as grandfather admitted afterwards. It was not often that one saw hot water plates, finger glasses, and 7 or 8 courses in a tent in the jungle. Can you believe that in a jungle, in a tent house, there were all the things which one cannot believe that it will be there? See, which things were there? 7 or 8 meals were there, finger glasses were there, hot water plates were there, and everything was arranged, everything was very, very beautiful. But that was how things were done in the days of viceroys. Viceroys means, dear students, is there someone who represent a king or queen, who is sent by a king or queen to represent him in another country. So this facility, this super facility was there in the days of viceroys. There were also some 15 elephants, 4 of them with howdahs for the shikaris and the others specially trained for taking part in the beat. That means out of 15 elephants, 4 elephants were with this seating. That means with howdahs. Howdahs is the seat for riding on the back of their elephants. That means 4 elephants were used to ride on, and other elephants were used, or they were specially trained for taking part in the beat, for taking part in the hunting procedure. The sportsman never saw a tiger. Here, the first line I am speaking. The sportsmen never saw a tiger, nor did they shoot anything else, though they saw a number of deer, peacock, and wild boar. They were giving up all hope of finding a tiger and were beginning to shoot at jackals when grandfather, strolling down the forest path at some distance from the rest of the party, discovered a little tiger about 18 inches long, hiding among the intricate roots of a banyan tree. Grandfather picked him up and brought him home after the camp had broken up. He had the distinction of being the only member of the party to have bagged any game, dead or alive. Here, the sportsmen are referred to the hunters, to the people of the party who had not seen even a tiger, nor did they shoot anything else. That means they had not yet shoot any animals or a tiger, though they saw a number of deer, peacock, and wild boar. They have seen these animals. They were giving up all hope of finding a tiger. They all have given up the hope that now they are going to get a tiger, and they were beginning to shoot at jackals now. Then grandfather, when he was strolling down the forest path at some distance from the rest of the party, he found a little tiger about 18 inches long, who was hiding among the intricate branches, that means the knotty and entangled branches of a banyan tree. Have you seen the branches of the banyan tree? How entangled they are. They are just twisted in one another. Grandfather picked him up and brought him home after the camp had broken up. Here you have to see this line. He had the distinction of being the only member of the party to have bagged any game, dead or alive. That means he was the only one who have got something in the form of a tiger cub, maybe dead or alive. Now, at first, the tiger cub, who was named Timothy by grandmother, was brought up entirely on milk given to him in a feeding bottle by our cook Mahmood. Dear students, Mahmood was the cook of the author. Here the author is saying that in the beginning, when the tiger was brought to home, he was named Timothy by his grandmother. He was brought up entirely on the milk in a feeding bottle, but the milk proved too rich for him. That means he was not able to digest that milk, and he was put on a diet of raw mutton and cod liver oil, to be followed later by a more tempting diet of pigeons and rabbits. That means first he was given milk from a feeding bottle which he could not digest. So afterwards he was given a diet of raw mutton and cod liver oil, followed by a more tempting diet of pigeons and rabbits. Timothy was provided with two companions, Toto the monkey, who was bold enough to pull the younger tiger by the tail and then climb up the curtains if Timothy lost his temper, and a small mongrel puppy found on the road by grandfather. When the tiger cub was brought to the other's home, he was having two friends, a monkey and a small puppy. The monkey's name was Toto, who was very bold to pull the young tiger by his tail, and then he used to climb up on the curtains if Timothy lost his temper. When Timothy gets angry on him, he was at once he used to climb up the curtains. And a small mongrel puppy was there who was found on the road by grandfather. Dear students, mongrel is the name of the breed of the dogs. Here you can see. So these are the three animals at the home of the other: the tiger cub, the monkey, and the small puppy. At first, you can see here, students, the first paragraph I am reading. At first, Timothy appeared to be very quite afraid of the puppy and darted back with a spring if it came too near. He would make absurd dashes at it with his large forepaws and then retreat to a ridiculously safe distance. Finally, he allowed the puppy to crawl on his back and rest there. That means, in the beginning, when Timothy came to the other's home, he was afraid of the little puppy, and he was darted back with a spring if it come too near. That means he was moving rapidly somewhere else when the puppy was coming near him. He would make absurd dashes. That means he was reacting with his large forepaws, and then he was moving back to a distance. Finally, after some days, he made friendship with the puppy, and then he allowed the puppy to crawl on his back and rest there. Now, second paragraph. One of the Timothy's favorite amusements was to stalk anyone who would play with him, and so when I came to live with grandfather, I became one of the tiger's favorite. Here the author is saying that one of the tiger's favorite favorite enjoyment was there to stalk anyone. That means to approach stealthily to someone or to pursue someone, to follow someone. When the author came to live with his grandfather, he became the tiger cub's favorite, with a crafty look in his glittering eyes. That means with a very clever look in his shining eyes, and his body crouching. Crouching means like laying down, putting your body close to the ground by bending your legs under you. He was sleeping like that. He would creep closer and closer to the other, suddenly making a dash for my feet, rolling over on his back and kicking with delight and pretending to bite my ankles. In this way, he used to play with the other. Now, third paragraph. He was, by the time, the size of a full-grown retriever. Retriever like a dog. That means it has been grown up like a dog, a large dog, which is used in hunting to bring back birds that have been shot. Okay, this is the meaning of retriever. Retriever means the large dog which are used in hunting. Now, when he was growing up, he has become like a full-grown retriever, And when I took him out for walks, people on the road would give us a wide berth. That means when the other was going outside with Timothy, the people were giving them space to move on the road. When he pulled hard on his chain, I had difficulty in keeping up with him. Sometimes, when the tiger cub, when Timothy used to pull his chain very hardly, then the other finds it difficult to cope up with him, to deal with him. His favorite place in the house was the drawing room, and he would make himself comfortable on the long sofa, reclining there. With great dignity and snarling at anybody who tried to get him. Here the other is saying that the tiger's cub's favorite place in the house was the drawing room, and he would make himself comfortable on the long sofa. That means he likes that place, that long sofa very much. He used to lie back in a relaxed position with back supported on that sofa. With great dignity, he used to lie there, and he used to snarl at people. That means he was growling with his teeth to someone who tried to get him off from that sofa. Timothy had clean habits and would scrub his face with his paws exactly like a cat. Have you seen a cat which always used to clean his face with its paws? Same way, Timothy also used to scrub his face with his paws like a cat. He slept at night in the cook's quarters and was always delighted at being let out by him in the morning. And he becomes very happy when the cook let him out in the morning. One of these days, declared grandmother in her prophetic manner, we are going to find Timothy sitting on Mahmud's bed, and no sign of the cook except his clothes and shoes. Here, one of these days, that means grandmother has told one day that we are going to find Timothy sitting on Mahmud's bed. That means grandmother had seen Timothy who was sitting on the bed of Mahmud, and there was no sign of the cook. That means the cook was not there except his clothes and shoes. So you have to understand what does it mean. Of course, it never came to that, but when Timothy was about 6 months old, a change came over him. He grew steadily less friendly. When out for a walk with me, he would try to steal away. He would try to steal away to stalk a cat or someone's pet, Pekingese. Sometimes at night we would hear frenzied cackling from the poultry house, and in the morning there would be feathers lying all over the veranda. Dear students, here, of course, the writer is saying it never came to that. That means it was not happened that it had been that the cook was invisible or disappeared. But when Timothy was 6 months old, a change came over him. He grew less friendly. Gradually and slowly, he grew less friendly. Okay. And when the other went for a walk with him, he would try to steal away or stalk a cat or someone's pet Pekingese. Pekingese is here a small dog with long soft hair, short legs and a flat nose. He was pursuing that cat or that pet, and he used to steal away them. Sometimes at night we would hear the frenzied cackling from the poultry house. That means very wildly uncontrolled noise of the hens, of the chicks, were heard by the other and the people from the poultry house. And in the morning, when they were waking up, they were seeing that there would be feathers lying all over the veranda. That means you can understand very well. That means the tiger cub used to have all these chickens. That means he had killed that chicks of the hens. Now, Timothy had to be chained up more often because of these actions, because of these acts. Now Timothy had to be chained up. That means he had to tied up in the chains. And finally, when he began to stalk Mahmud about his house with what looked like villainous intent, that means when he started to pursue or he started to follow Mahmud about the house which looked like villainous or very wicked intention, grandfather decided now it is the time to transfer him to a zoo, because day by day gradually he was becoming very, very dangerous. Now the nearest zoo was at Lucknow. Here we are. Yeah. The nearest zoo was at Lucknow, 200 miles away, reserving a first-class compartment for himself and Timothy. No one would share a compartment with them. Grandfather took him to Lucknow, where the zoo authorities were only too glad to receive as a gift a well-fed and fairly civilized tiger. Dear students, here when the grandfather had seen that day by day and gradually the tiger is becoming very, very dangerous and less friendly, he decided to take him to the zoo. So Lucknow was the nearest zoo, so only 200 miles away. So the grandfather had reserved a first class compartment for himself and for Timothy, so that no one can share the compartment with them. Grandfather took him to Lucknow in the zoo, where the authorities were very happy to get as a gift a very well fed and fairly civilized tiger. As you know that the tiger, the Timothy, was very well mannered, having very clean habits, all these things. Because of this, the zookeepers, the authorities, they have become very happy to see Timothy as a gift. About 6 months later, when my grandparents were visiting relatives in Lucknow, grandfather took the opportunity of calling at the zoo to see how Timothy was getting on. Here the author is saying that after 6 months passed, when grandfather had left Timothy in the zoo, he had got a chance to visit his relatives in Lucknow. So he took the opportunity of the calling at the zoo to see how Timothy was getting on. Now, I was not there to accompany him. That means the author was not there with the grandfather, but I heard all about it. That means the author was not with his grandfather to visit Timothy, but when he came back, he had heard about all it, that when he returned to Dehra. So what he heard it, arriving at the zoo, grandfather made straight for the particular cage in where Timothy had been interned. That the author had heard that when the grandfather arrived at the zoo, he made a straight walk towards the particular cage in which Timothy was kept as a prisoner. The tiger was there, crouched in a corner. That means he was lying in a corner. He was very full grown. That means he was very healthy and with a magnificent striped coat. Now he has been changed into a full grown tiger with a magnificent striped coat on his body. So dear students, this is all about the first part of this video. So now in the next video you will come to know the ending of the story, that the tiger which has been changed into a full grown magnificent striped coat tiger, what happened with them, who was he, and how he behaved with his grandfather, that we are going to know in the next part of this video. So thank you students. In the next part of video we will come to know what about the end of this story and what is the moral of the story, that also you will come to know. Thank you for watching. Till then, read page number 28 and 29. Thank you.